Hey YouTube, it's Sean and Brutus. Doesn't he look really comfortable right here? Maybe he'll hang out with me. Well, it's Sunday afternoon, and we were just going to wrap up the week and say I hope you guys got to fly. I didn't. It's been like hurricane force wind all weekend, like 20 miles an hour plus. It's been horrible. So hopefully you guys were able to go flying. And I wanted to kind of give you guys a little demonstration and let you know the thought process behind selling the NX8. I'm selling the NX8 to get my money back for buying the IX12. And the IX12 is for you guys. And I'm going to show you guys why. A little demonstration here. I've still got a lot of learning to do, so this change is not going to take place anytime soon. But that transmitter, being that it's an Android, we'll call it a phone, built in, I have the ability to project the screen somewhere else. So it makes it easier to record. When I'm using the DX9 or the 7S, I've got to put my tablet on a tripod and I've got to focus it just right. And then I've got to look through the tablet to operate the transmitter, and if I barely bump it, the focus goes away, and it's just it makes it pretty dang challenging. So the IX12 is going to be really easy for us to do a lot of transmitter stuff real easily. So I'll show you guys just a little demonstration on that. And oh, I had a few questions about the OMP Edge 540. It weighs about 3.5 pounds. And I put it side by side next to my Tower's Hobbies Edge 540 so we can see a size comparison. And then you guys can actually go to Tower Hobbies website and look up that plane and see the dimensions, and then you can kind of get an idea of all the sizes and stuff just comparing one to the other. Now, those were a few questions asked, and so I did that. I wasn't able to fly this weekend, so did a lot of indoor stuff. And so anyways, let me show you this IX12 when the screen is projected. And then I said that I'm going to stick to this plan of 2 videos a week. We'll call this week 2 videos for the beginner series, so be looking for the next 2 videos for, we'll call it the tier up for programming a receiver from scratch. So like you got a PNP plane and you're going to put a 636 receiver in it, and we're going to start at the beginning and program one. So we'll make it to the first 2 parts of that by this time next week. Plus I'll toss in a couple, random things here and there, some requests or just whatever. So let me show you this IX12. Okay, here's the 12. There's my TV. Alright, I get the transmitter set to its magical settings. And poof. There we go. That's how this is going to happen. However, I'm not going to project it on my TV. It's going to be projected directly to being recorded. But this is as far as I've gotten so far. There's quite a bit to learn in this whole setup. Now, things are going to look different. This screen is going to look different than the screen you guys are used to seeing. However, it's the same. I'll do some side-by-side comparisons for the first couple of them so that you can kind of get an idea what you're looking at. For example, here on model adjust, on servo setup, The menu is the same, things are the same, that they're just in a different order. And so if we go to servo travel, now you'll see, throttle, aileron, elevator, rudder, and you see where I got my my dual rate set, or the max travel I've got 175 and 85. It's the same, it's just kind of laid out different. But this is just going to make it a whole lot easier for all of us. Once we all figure, how things are, how we can compare screen to screen, I guess is what I'm getting at. But all the choices are the same, they're just laid out different. Just a little demonstration here. You're picking your wing type. What kind of wings? We got different wings here. We got normal, dual aileron, flapper on, and there's one aileron, one flap, and one aileron, two flaps, and two and one. There's your elevons and elevon B, and 4 ailerons and 6 ailerons, and now I've never seen that before till now. 6 must be a big wing or a big plane. All right, well, that's a little demo there, guys. Well, that was a little demonstration of the IX12 on the monitor there. Well, here's the evolution of the Spektrum transmitter. I'll tell you a quick story about each one. All right, DX5E. This came with my apprentice ready to fly. So this was the very first transmitter I ever had. It still works perfect to this day. This model has a 3-position switch. Come to find out, some of them have 2-position. So the reason it's missing the antenna is because I put that antenna inside this DX6i. This was like a brand new store return because they broke the antenna. One of them deals where the person that buys it breaks it and then they still take it back, one of them deals. But I got it for like $4 or $5, and I use this to fly the UMX Turbo Timber because I take that with me to work and fly it in the parking lot and stuff. And if I break this thing or it gets stolen, I'm not out a whole lot of money. So I use the DX6i to fly the UMX. This was my 3rd transmitter. Yeah, a DXI was my 2nd, not this one. And this was my 3rd. I got it because of the DXE programmer, and I wanted to learn all about that. So that was my 3rd. The DX7S was my 4th transmitter, and this is the one that I use the most. Every single time that I go flying, this is in my hands for 95% of the time. It does everything I want it to do, and it's reliable, and it's good on the battery, and I know the feel, and I use it. I program the receivers for forward programming with my DX9, and about 7 channels is all I use. Sometimes I'll fly with the 9 while I'm using some adjustable gains, and then once I figure out the gains and I go from adjustable to fixed, then I don't need that channel anymore. And there are some that I have to use the 9 on, or wherever it is over here, like the Beaver. It's got 8 channels, 9. I'm using 9 and could use 10 on it. So when I go flying, I take the 9 and the 7S. The 7S is what I use the most. This I got for dirt cheap on eBay, and it would turn on and then make a vibrating noise, and that was it. And I got it for cheap, like $10. But I got it for the display screen because the screen went bad in the 9. So I did a little research, and I found out that the screen, that the LED screen is the exact same in all 3 of these transmitters. And I took this screen out and I put it in the 9. So now I have another parts transmitter that has all kinds of switches and the buttons and these roller wheels. Man, these things are like gold right here. So I got a spare here. And then of course my 9, this 9 does everything the NX8 does plus more, and the quality is better. So I like the 9. The NX8 it is fantastic. It's probably got 1,000 features that I haven't even looked at yet, but it's going to go to a good home shortly. And then the IX12 that we recently got, and you guys just saw. So there's the evolution of Spektrum transmitters. And just on a side note, real quick, the silver transmitters, DX6i, the 8, the 7S, no forward programming. They're considered a Gen 1. The only silver transmitter that will do forward programming is the DX18. So always kind of keep that in your mind. All right, guys. Hey, I'm going to put all this stuff back up. Hope everybody has a fantastic week. And let's see. Hey, subscribe if you haven't. Share them with your friends. And until next time, you'll see me here.